Hey everybody, this is Tony from BlueButterflyCreations.blogspot.com, and with Father's Day approaching this coming Sunday, June 19th, I've done a Father's Day themed layout, and I'd like to share that with you today. It is a 2-page 12 by 12 layout, and in front of me I have the pieces for the first page. Now what I have here is a Dad, Father's Pride, Father's Best printed paper that is cut to 12 by 3 inches. I have this coordinating stripe paper, and this is cut to 1/2 inch by 12 inches, and I have 2 of those per page. I also have this pattern paper, and this is cut to 4.5 by 6.5, perfect for a 4 by 6 photo. I also have on each page 3 of these mini photo mounts, and these are great for wallet size pictures, and these are actually cut, let me double check my measurements, which is over here, cut at 2.5 by 3.5, and I have 7 of those cut out. I also have this piece of cream, which is cut at 2.25 by 3.25, and this is for journaling. So I'm going to go ahead and start putting this together. I also have these 2 sheets of a reddish brown, and it reminds me of worn brick pattern cardstock, and it is textured. So because I'm using a textured paper, I am using this tape runner, and I'm going to go ahead and start piecing this together. So I have my words, and I'm going to run my glue along the longer sides of that, making sure it's nice and sticky, like so. I'm adhering it towards the bottom of my page, like so, pressing down. I have my striped paper, and that is going to be aligned here in between the cardstock and the pattern paper. So I'm going to take my glue runner and go across that. Like so. And then I'm pasting it on top, and I'm actually slightly overlapping it with the pattern paper and the cardstock, so that it brings the 2 together, and I'm pressing down. Then I have my mount for my 4 by 6 picture, and I'm adding glue to that. I'm just going to set it aside for the moment. I actually want to do my top piece here. This is the other 1/2 inch by 12 inch striped paper, and I'm putting glue on that. And I'm going to rotate my page so I can place this at the top. Like so. So it creates a nice border, nice framed section. There we go. So you can see that. I'm taking that mount now, and I'm placing it over here towards the side, and I'm kind of making sure it's in the middle of that cardstock, and I'm pressing down. Then I have my smaller mounts, and I'm doing these on this side in the horizon or landscape setting. And I'm actually going to place adhesive on all 3 backs to start, just so I can start playing with them and lining them up how I want. There's 1, 2, 3rd, like so. And I'm just going to place them on here, and I'm putting them closer to the top, like so. And I got about 1/4 inch in between. I'm putting this one down towards the bottom, about 1/4 inch in between. And I got my 3rd one, and I'm placing this off to the side, about 1/4 inch in. And it turns out it's got 1/4 inch there. I then have my journaling square. I'm going to place adhesive on that. I'm putting it on my middle one, and I'm centering it inside. There we go. So there is the first half of my 2-page Dad Father's Day layout. I'm going to just move that off to the side. Taking out the pieces for my second page. And again, this has all the same dimensions, pre-cut. And I'm going to start placing adhesive, starting with that 3x12 inch words pattern paper, saying Dad, World's Greatest Dad. Alright, so I'm adding adhesive to that page, pattern paper. Just run it across here. So, I'm going to adhere it towards the bottom again. So, then I have my 1/2 inch by 12 inch stripe paper. Put an adhesive on the back of that. Like so. I'm slightly overlapping it with my pattern paper and cardstock. Like that. Put it down into place. Then I have my photo mount for my 4x6. So you can see I have my other stripe paper that's a 1/2 inch by 12 inches, and I'm going to put adhesive on that so I can put it on the top so I know my dimensions. So I'm just going to take my runner. And if you've watched many of my videos, you've noticed that I am using a different type of adhesive today. And that's because I'm using a textured cardstock. And regular photo mount squares, I find doesn't stick as well to the textured paper. So that's why I'm using this tape runner. It adheres better. So now I am putting on my mount for my 4x6 picture. And I am doing that, again, in portrait style. I'm putting it about 1/4 inch in from the side, making sure it's centered between the top and the bottom on that textured paper, pressing it down. I then have my mounts for my wallet size pictures, and again these are cut at 2.5 by 3.5 inches. And I'm placing these this time on the portrait angle. And I'm going to put this one over here, like so. And put adhesive on my next one. And I'm going to put that down here, like so. Then I have this one here. Putting this one towards the middle of these, overlapping in the middle, right about there. I like that. And then putting my journaling block on. And these journaling blocks are 2.25 by 3.25. This one's going to be on that portrait angle as well. Then I have my extra ones here. Again, the same dimensions. And this is actually going to be another journaling square I'm going to put down here in the corner. So I'm putting my adhesive on the backs. Like so. And I'm putting on the journaling square. I like it right about there. I'm centering my cream over it and pressing down. Now this is very simple. It's not very decorated as of yet. So you can add to it as you like. This is only to get you started and thinking about Father's Day and what you would like to do as a picture. And my dad actually is a Marine, and I love him very much and wish him a very happy Father's Day. And thank you for tuning in to bluebutterflycreations.blogspot.com.